As I mentioned on an earlier video, I spent several years over in Melbourne, Australia, and that is it's a beautiful place. They have a lot of funny sayings over there that's different. A lot of different things than Americans or how Americans talk. I'll give you some examples. Uh, when somebody, like in America, when we tell someone a story, they say, "Really?" And we say, "Yes, that really happened." In Australia, when you tell someone a story in Australia, they say, "Dinkum," and the person telling the story says, "Yeah, fair dinkum." That's their way of, you know, saying, "Yes, that's correct. Dinkum. He's a dinky die Aussie." Woo! You don't want to go to what they call a footy match over in Australia, or a soccer match for that matter. You don't want to, talk to the person next to you and say, "Well, who do you barrack for?" No, 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 no. I got the wrong. No. You don't want to say, "Who do you root for?" Because root means it's a sex act. It's barrack. Who do you barrack for is the proper terminology that they have in the land down under. Root, that's a filthy word. When you go into a restaurant, you don't ask for a napkin because napkin means diaper. You don't want a diaper to wipe on your face, do you? It's serviette. May I have a serviette, please? I remember when I was 19 years old, I was over in Australia for the first time in my life, and I was riding my bicycle down one of the streets in the neighborhood, and I had a young schoolgirl approach me, and she came up to me and she says, "Will you give me a dink on your bike?" that's that's what she said. "Will you dink me on your bike?" I thought to myself, "I'll dink anywhere. It doesn't have to be my bike." I didn't know what the hell she was talking about. What a forward girl. I know she's probably 14. I couldn't understand what she's talking about. Anyway, I found out later that she was asking me if I could give her a ride on my bike. When you give somebody a dink on your bike, it just means give them a ride on your bike. It's not anything nasty and filthy. It's quite a place over there, I had so much fun when I was over there. I mean, you go into a theater over there, a movie theater, and it's unbelievable. I mean, the architecture inside, the moldings, and it's like walking into a palace. That's just a regular movie theater. It's unreal. And when I was over there, I don't think they do it anymore, but when I was over there, uh, before the movie started, everybody stood up and Queen Elizabeth came on the screen. They played the national anthem of the Commonwealth. You had to kind of pledge your allegiance to the Queen. But I don't think they do that anymore. Now, here I am, full of wisdom, sharing my wisdom with you. And what have you got? What have you done for me lately? Have you ever thought about it? Well, I wonder what I could do for him. He's been nice to me the last several days. And, you know, you know, I can't think of anything that, well, I can't think of anything you shouldn't do for me. But do something, please. Send money, bake cakes, send some pies. I don't care what you do. Do something. But what do you choose to do? Nothing. You keep watching me and listening to my wisdom. I'm full of it, you know? I'm full of wisdom. And apparently you guys don't care. Share this video with others. Spread the word and the good news that there's someone on YouTube that really talks sense. He's full of it, full of wisdom, and mainly good cheer. I have your interest at heart. I don't just think about myself. Very rarely do I think about me. I should think about me. You know, most people think about themselves, but I generally think about others. What can I do for you, even if you're not going to do for me? I think positive. You're not going to do anything for me. You never have before. It's about time that you think positive and do some things for others. If you don't want to do it for me, do it for your neighbor. Love thy neighbor. Still a principle that stands good today. Of course, they've never done anything for you to speak up, but you got to give to them. You can't go through this life and just be selfish all of your life. You know, that doesn't give you any blessings on this earth or in heaven. You know? So, think about, you know, when you go to church on Sunday, think about doing good deeds for others. And maybe you'll be blessed. I hope that you're blessed. I really do. With every fiber of my being, I hope only good things happen to you and to your loved ones. Really. Oh, what have I just said?